Gilmore Girls is
really wonderful dialogue and
very hip and very funny.
The more obscure kind of cult favorite references are
so quick.
We kind of sit back and marvel at
the quirky characters.
This beautiful idyllic town.
Just watch it. It's much better than how I make it sound.
I went into the WB and pitched them a bunch of ideas, and then they kind of just sat there and nodded, eyes glazed over, and then the last thing I said, and then there's this idea about a mother and a daughter, and they're kind of like more friends than mother and daughter, and they're like, we'll take that, we want that, and I'm like, great! And then I left the office, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, I just kind of made that up.
I guess she based it on a trip that she took with her husband Dan to Connecticut.
Washington Depot, Connecticut.
Where's that? Drive west, make a left at the haystacks, and follow the cows.
It was very tiny, and we drove through, and it was October, so it was like leafing season, and everything was beautiful, and you go in a coffee shop, and everybody knows each other, and they're going behind the counter, and they're pouring themselves coffee.
Here, don't use your hands.
We were walking across the street, and she, taking this vista in, and she said, what if I set the show here? And I said, sure. And that's how it became Connecticut.
And actually, on that trip, I wrote down, I'd like jotted down some dialogue that actually wound up in the pilot. So it was all sort of one of those, the stars aligned and the moon and the, it all worked out very nicely.
When I was first sent the script of the Gilmore Girls, I read it and was really excited because I hadn't read something that was quite so articulate and with such well-rounded characters and had the kind of verbal banter that reminded me of 40s movies.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Well, thank you.
I just meant you look concerned.
I'm preoccupied.
You look concerned.
Well, I'm not.
It's fine, you just look it.
Hey,
but one of the challenges was to find the right actors who can really become those people that you see on the page and make them come to life even more than anything you could have ever imagined.
Hey, wait!
What?
Blue disco sequin bag.
No.
Why?
Bad.
Really?
Hi.
Bye.
The Rory character, Alexis, came with practically no experience, but with a charm and with the right personality for that role.
That is chocolate-covered death. With a creamy caramel surprise.
I didn't know anyone here, so I just got some pizza when I found out that I got the part, and that was that. That was my thing.
Richard, look who's here.
Rory, you're tall.
We always wanted Ed Herman. We figured he's going to tell us to, go ourselves.
Rory, are you in any way malnourished or in need of some international relief organization to recruit a celebrity to raise money on your account?
I'm good.
She's good, Emily. I realized that I was getting on, and half of my audience was dying or dead. And so I thought, well, WB is where to go because it's young, it's hip, and this and that. So I looked at this, and it was a wonderful script. It was very hip and very funny. And I walked in, and I just said, I want to do this.
Lorelei. My goodness, this is a surprise. Is it Easter already?
Kelly, the minute she came in, it was like, oh my goodness, that's her.
Do you have feelings for this man?
Maybe I do.
Thank you. I'm glad you were finally honest with me. Now we can discuss what on earth you could possibly be thinking.
I realized from the thickness of the script that it was supposed to be an hour-long show, and I thought, I can't remember an hour-long show that was funny like this. So I got very enthused about the whole thing and worked very, very hard on my audition, and apparently I pulled it off.
Red meat can kill you. Enjoy.
Scott Patterson walked in the door, red, bing, bang, boom.
The whole trick about that audition was acting as if you didn't want it, because they kind of smell that. So that's probably the best acting job I ever did, trying to be composed and nonchalant about the whole thing, because I really, really wanted it.
Okay, Burger Boy, dance.
Will you marry me?
What?
Just looking for something to shut you up.
Originally, Luke was a woman. And it was a curmudgeon woman. It was I think her name was Daisy or something like that. And one of the notes I got was, there's a lot of chicks running around here. Can we just have some more testosterone?
So you're telling me it was originally written for a woman, the part? Yeah, I did know that. I knew that after the fact. Had they told me beforehand, I think maybe I would have been a little more emotional, perhaps. I don't know.
I can't. You can't leave. It's sing your favorite hymn night at the Kim House. Make a run for it.
And Lane is modeled after my best friend Helen, who is in the other room.
I went through the main audition where there were millions of people there, and then got to the producer's callback and the studio test and the network test. And they liked me. They really liked me.
This is very exciting. Yeah. What, is something burning?
My bangs earlier. Go on.
Originally, Suki was Alex Borstein and was on another show. And then the other show did not let her out of her deal. So we had to recast Suki, and we were losing someone that we were all like, no one's gonna, we hate everyone. Like everyone would come in like, not Alex, you know, and then Melissa came in, and Melissa did it so different. She was so, she brought her own Suki into the room that we're like, okay. And she's just phenomenal.
This is very exciting. Yeah.
Is something burning?
My bangs earlier. Go on.
Suki's, it's a great character because she's kind of a spaz, but not, I mean, she can be really ditzy, but in a good-hearted way, and she always has the best of intentions, and she's almost like multi-purpose to an extreme, but at the same time ADD.
He's held the phone.
Mm-hmm. It rings.
Can you answer it?
No. People are particularly stupid today. I can't talk to any more of them.
I am not from this country. I'm French speaking, so I came here basically and learned English 5 years ago very well, so I was going to be able to be an actor here. And for me to get a show, a very well-written show with a bunch of incredibly talented people in Hollywood, and it's been, you know, for a long ride, it's amazing.
You'll never catch